Leo, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading. Leo, we are going to connect with energies. We are going to see what the guides are telling us, what sign, what energy is available for Leo. I am going to connect with intuition and divine messages. Well, you need to align that little antenna of yours because you are receiving messages, and they are not just any messages or any signals, so you need to stay alert and pay attention. You must be receptive, and above all, trust your intuition because you are vibrating on a very strong, expansive wave at an unconscious level, at a conscious level, and at a psychic level. And your intuition is not mistaken. You are receiving signs, you are receiving messages through what are specifically dreams or signs you can perceive, and that you are feeling yourself, ranging from buzzing sounds to numbers to what could be, in some of these cases, the sensation that someone is calling you when there is actually no one there. You are truly tuned in to these subtle, mysterious signals. It is as if you are with an intuition that is very, very open and receptive. So it is very useful for you at this moment to be in this connection with the whole, with the universe, because surely there is some very valuable information, or in some way they are guiding you toward that situation, information that is valid for you right now. Let's see what the angels are telling us, Leo. You know that these readings are general. You might want to address your reality, your specific case, and you can have a personal consultation with me. You can schedule it through the website. You always see the address here in the video, and I also always leave a pinned comment on your sign so that you go directly to the page. Well, Two of Wands, the card of life experience, and the card of the Knight of Pentacles. You know there is a person by your side right now who is accompanying you because you are going to make a very important decision that will have repercussions on your future. The sign can be, well, what that person is telling you. The sign can also be that person's actions for you to see how they are corresponding with you right now, because obviously they are a person of value to you. It is a person who is perhaps a bit more daring or more risk-taking in this matter than you are. It is not that they know more or less, or that person is different in some aspects. So you give them the initiative so that that person decides. I do not see it that way. I see it as you feeling a little bit safer, excuse me, if that person supports you, right? And it is an indicator and also a sign for you how that person is acting. What sign does your intuition give you regarding this? It is the correct sign. Decision is going to be made, and a decision that will surely indicate to you that you are finding the path with that person. In some of the cases, it will be economic progress because there is a Knight of Pentacles. And in other cases, it will be the advancement of a difficult situation, which that person may be helping you with after a moment that was quite revealing, quite complicated in some cases. It points toward a shared direction, a path that aligns with your own values, your love, and your life. Ultimately, this person is acting as a pillar of support for you after such a critical moment. It is in this way that the situation finally arrived, acting as a catalyst to push you forward into this new chapter of your journey. You are being nudged towards something greater, finding the strength to move past those recent complicated challenges. No, forgive me, that situation arrived. No. The moment comes when Leo finds themselves facing a path that could be new following the situation, which was an imposing situation, an important one. It was a moment that truly forces you to move forward toward a new direction in your life. It places you on a path where there is a person who, in some way, as I told you at the beginning, is also accompanying and supporting you to start traveling this path in this direction. These are new things, and they are also very good things, and they come hand in hand with what could be something that, one way or another, will definitely lead you to change. It is a brutal change. It is a brutal and necessary change because here you're going to feel safer, more secure, more supported. Again, you're going to feel accompanied, protected, and secure as well. It could have to do with a job change. It could have to do with a relationship in the context of a life change. It could have to do with a couple's issue. It could have to do with something that makes it possible for you today to trust in rebuilding yourself, in settling yourself, in returning to sustain yourself, and starting to build what are solid foundations for your life. And furthermore, what is guaranteed here is progress, constancy, commitment, formality, and the dedication of Leo and another person to make something work, whether that person's offer is emotional or professional or both together. Let's see what the guides are telling us now here. The moment has arrived to start working on something very important, which is why that person is also supporting you. The moment has also arrived to spread your wings in whatever it is. It is a moment for you to be seen. It is a moment for you to show yourself because you emerged here from what is a conditioning. This is the tower, yes. Oh, you emerged from a conditioning and you fell, and there you landed and you said, and now what do? My life has turned upside down. Well, here there is a person who is accompanying you, as I told you, beyond whatever interest that person may have in your life. It is very good. And this situation also appears here to reaffirm it with this Knight of Pentacles. So I do not rule out that it is the same person who is accompanying you in a moment for you that feels critical, where you have to regain hope, where you need to trust, where you need to rebuild yourself. Some of you are really turning the page. You are coming out of a situation that caused you to transform a lot. You have had a revelation or an epiphany after a moment where you had trusted that what you had built or what you had been doing was for a lifetime, and yet it was not so. So, right here is this person, a consistent person, someone who aligns with many of the values you are looking for. Not only that, but they share the same vision you have right now because this entire situation has caused you to transform in such a significant way. Here we have a Queen of Cups. I have no doubt that this person is also showing themselves here in this energy of compassion, in this energy of emotional security. They are someone consistent who aligns with many of the values you are currently seeking. In other words, you need right now more than ever. And life is sending you that a person who is unconditional to you on a level of love. And so that you can feel confident that that person is going to give their all for you. They are going to give you the trust and loyalty that you are needing at this moment. After you decided, in some of the cases, to trust in what could be a new bond, because there is the Three of Swords. So, you are telling me about a situation you are overcoming, one you are handling differently in your life, because you are now also appearing as the Queen of Cups. It does not matter if you are a man, because you are being conscious that you are seeking solutions. Here is the Hierophant card, seeking solutions, seeking to analyze things from another point of view, breaking with certain schemes, with certain structures that are no longer going to condition you, but that condition you for a long time. And those same solutions are the ones that begin to give you freedom and make it possible for you to believe more in yourself, to believe more in your possibilities, to believe more in your conditions, and to come out of the conditionings that had prevented you from choosing the possibility of rebuilding yourself, of taking another direction, of betting on this person, of believing in this relationship, or of embracing what is this opportunity for economic change. Because obviously the offer, or what the King of Pentacles gives us, is always economic expansion. If we are decided to work on it, if we are decided to commit to it, someone will not hesitate to offer us a job worthy of a person who wants to commit and wants to grow and wants to evolve, who wants to see up close how that work evolves. And Leo is going to do it. So it is a moment really where Leo should be thankful for what is going to happen to him. Because thanks to the fact that he has that brutal life experience, or that he had that brutal life experience, it was that he found the possibility of connecting with all the answers within himself, which are the signs, because here's the Hermit, and he realized how he had to act so that life would gift him this, right? Which is that person, that new path, that opening of the economic aspect, and that possibility of feeling as emotionally secure as he needs, that he can give himself to the other without doubts. They're able to fully offer themselves to another person, feeling completely secure and certain that this individual can be trusted, because they embody the energy of the Queen of Cups, providing a foundation of emotional stability and genuine openness that allows for deep, authentic, and lasting connection. Because on top of that, as if that weren't enough, that Queen of Cups already comes with a vision or a certain way. And I will repeat this again, it doesn't matter if it's a man. She comes with a different way of handling things when it comes to managing emotions well. So imagine that if you are coming out of a relationship where things really did not go very well for you, you did not end up very well, meeting a Queen of Cups is something of great value, because it is someone who does not come to hurt you. It is someone who is also not willing to give their love to just anyone. But nevertheless, the Queen of Cups connects you a lot with intuition. She connects you a lot with your gut feelings. Believe a little more in yourself. Believe that you are also being able, in some of the cases, to channel messages that are very, very strong and very powerful, which can serve you, can be giving you light at this moment that you need clarity, but they can also be light and clarity for other people. The Queen of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles may be connecting us to something creative, something expansive. This is pointing towards something you've been wanting to do that leads to greater financial progress. Something that you've been wanting to do, something that leads you to connect much more deeply with your own financial progress, yes, but doing it from a much more loving place. Is that something that you can understand? Does that make sense to you in the way that I am describing it right now? Something that you love to do. And as if that were not enough, that if you do it, if you plan how you do it, if you evaluate how you do it, not only will that person who is so present right now be accompanying you, but I do not rule out that that will give you a benefit or give you a return. Well, here it is telling us that the healing guides are giving you the possibility of forgiveness. Forgiveness, well, Whoever is capable of forgiving is capable of connecting with love in all its forms and without any type of condition, right? Forgiveness tells me that certain value judgments are released. You stop being so severe with yourself and you begin to open the door to what is wealth and not poverty. You have to understand that today you are ready to love, and to keep learning because you have let go and have known how to forgive and you are recognizing it. Your reading is very, very beautiful, Leo. I ask you to trust and to decree because this is coming for you.